Hey guys, Harsh here, back in the video. So I just got this in the mail today. This is the Tarmac Works and IXO model combined partnership, or help as you can say. So mainly it is sold on Tarmac Works and sold as Tarmac Works. So this is the Mercedes AMG F1 W11 EQ Performance, and if you don't know, the W11 was the car for their 2020 season, which obviously was cancelled first for a few months and then restarted. So at the beginning of the season, they had this silver alloy livery for the Barcelona testing, as you can see over here. So at that time, the COVID outbreak didn't happen and things were going smoothly. But as you know, after that, the Australian Grand Prix was also cancelled and few races after that, and with some unfortunate events happening, they decided to change the livery from silver to black. And I have also the black livery over here, as you can see, number 44 as well, pretty nice looking as well. But for now we'll be focusing on this model, the silver version. So let's just quickly unbox it and see what we get inside. It has a pretty tight packaging, so I have a hard time getting it out, but that won't stop us. So here is the car, as you can see, in its nice silver paint, or I should say the original paint that they intended for the whole season, but as we all know how that turned out. With medium tires, as you can see, pretty nice to see. So with this car, I think I have completed the set. I have also the Valtteri Bottas version that I have unboxed on this channel. I won't be doing this for the Lewis Hamilton version because they are basically the same car, but the Bottas version had the hard compound tire, which is the white ring. The Barcelona pre-season testing is the medium compound with the yellow ring. And finally we have the Lewis Hamilton one with the red ring. So that way we have all the tire compounds, which is pretty nice. And here is the model. So now let's take a closer look at it. So as always, let's start with the front of the car, and as you can see, it is quite nicely detailed along with the logos and whatnot. But as you can see, the fins are not separated, they are just a single piece over here. And this is, I think, now the standard for me. So if I see a car which has separated fins, I mean even the Mini Champs model don't have that, so I think that will be pretty nice to see now. And the logo placements are quite perfectly placed, as you can see on the side there. It is, however, sometimes quite a bit dusty because I think they manufactured the model and just kept them lying around on the factory, so they gather quite a bit of dust. But that's okay, it can be cleaned away with a simple brush. Now moving on to the suspension, you can see it is quite nicely detailed. No carbon fiber finish given over here, just a simple black paint, which is I guess okay, but a carbon fiber finish would have been nice to see. The inside of the tire wall is also painted yellow for the tire compound, which is the case in the real one. And as I've said before, Burago wasn't doing this, but for their 2022 version cars they have done it, so a pretty nice detail added even in this small scale. Now moving to the barge board area, which is now removed. As you can see, it is quite nicely detailed for the scale. Just compare it with my thumb over here, how small the barge board area is, but it could be more detailed, but obviously that would cost more, and these models already cost me 2000 rupees. So in that price I could get two Mini GT models or something like that, but I decided for this one. Now on the side there we can see we have the Petronas logo along with the Petronas writing over here. And also if you look at the side mirrors there, I think there is some sort of pattern going on. Let me just try to focus it and see what it is. Okay, I'm quite not sure what it is. I mean, I'm guessing it is a rainbow flag, but I'm not sure. The mirrors, however, are slightly skewed in position, as you can see. They are not quite placed perfectly into their spot, which has been the case for Burago models, but not in Tarmac Works. This is the first time I'm seeing this. So let me just see if I can just place it in its position again. So after a lot of effort, I wasn't able to do that because it is actually glued in place. So wherever it is now, it is glued to it, so it won't be moving around anytime soon. And as you can see on the other side there, the decal for it is also slightly moving upwards for some reason. I mean, this is a quality control pass product, so QC6, don't know what that means. 6 may be the rating, 10 may be the highest, so out of 10 I think it only gives us 6. But this sort of thing shouldn't be happening in a model of this price, so quite disappointed there, but it is what it is. I have now bought it, I cannot return it anymore. And as you can see, the T-wing also is missing a huge chunk there. As you can see, it looks like someone took a bite out of it. Don't know who would eat a Formula 1 car, but if you know, just let me know. Moving to the halo side, this is one of the things I like about Tarmac Works, is that the consistency of the paint. So in Burago, what you might have seen is that this portion is actually made out of metal and the halo is made out of plastic. So the paint have slightly different finish on metal and plastic, but here it is not that case. As you can see, the silver paint on the body and silver paint on the halo matches perfectly, and there is also a tiny logo there, as you can see. Moving on to the side there, we have Ineos logo, Petronas logo, Performance EQ and whatnot. And here are one of the more detailed parts of the car, the livery version, you can see it goes from silver to black in this sort of dotted finish, which looks pretty good and nicely detailed on the car. Obviously we have the 1 star which is painted red, and that is for Niki Lauda, I think. So pretty nice detail that they have added there as well. Now moving to the back suspension, you cannot see much, but it looks pretty nicely detailed with the suspension and the track rods whatnot which is there. Also the T-wing is back in this model, so you can see that this plastic thing over here is actually the T-wing, quite nicely placed there. Some manufacturer I think have not used the T-wing in quite a while, but it is nice to see that it is there. Then finally, if we take a look at the back wing, you can see we have the huge Petronas logo, quite nicely printed, and with the DRS actuator which actually opens the DRS hub, along with the logos on the side there, as you can see, pretty nicely and clearly printed. Although I think these are decals, so this really depends on what kind of printer you are using. Also you can see here clearly that it is a decal stuck on it, so maybe using stamps of color would be nice to see. Then finally, if we take a look at the back side there, you can see we have the red light which is at the back of the Formula 1 car. At times of raining it is always flashing, or if it's a dry race then it is only flashing when the car is in battery charging mode. And behind that you will be able to see the exhaust pipe, which is sort of okay detailed, but would have been nice to see if it's in silver color, because I think they don't paint the exhaust pipe black on Formula 1 cars, unnecessarily increasing the weight of the car. At the bottom there you can see we have so many screws holding down the car together, and we get a look at the version of the car, the country of origin, and the company that made it. And also the diffuser at the back, which is sort of hidden away if you were not looking at it from the bottom. But as you all know that this is a Formula 1 car, so hiding away the stuff is quite necessary for them. So there it is guys, the Mercedes W11 from the Barcelona pre-season testing in its OG Cyril livery. So thanks for watching the video guys, hopefully you enjoyed it. Do check out my review for the black livery as well. I posted it quite a few back, so you will need to scroll a lot to find that video. So again, thanks for watching the video, hopefully you like it. If you have any doubts or comments regarding this video, you can comment down below and I will try to answer them as soon as possible. So until then, I will catch you all in the next one.